All right, this is our lesson on the surface area of spheres. Don't worry about that section number. Oh geez, and we're not doing volume yet either. Okay, so to the formula card, let's get there. And let's look at our formula for a sphere. And for a sphere, our formula is just pi r squared. And in case you don't have it in your picture, you could fill in an r. This is what r is. So just from the center out, that's our radius. And the formula is pretty easy. It's your easiest one out of all the surface areas, just a 4 pi r squared. So find the surface area of the sphere. So surface area is 4 pi r squared. So 4 pi and then 8 squared. I'll type that in, 4 pi 8 squared. Gives me about 804.25 inches squared. The surface area of a sphere is 20.25 pi. What's the diameter? So surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared. They told me the surface area, and they want to know what's the diameter. All right, so first job here would be to divide by 4 pi. Get rid of that. What's nice is these pi's actually cancel, so I don't really need to divide them. I just have to divide the 20.25 by 4. And to get rid of the squared, we would just square root both sides. So I'm going to square root that answer. And I get a radius of 2.25. They want a diameter, so radius is from the center out. Diameter is the whole way across, so I just have to double that. I'm just going to times it by 2. So 4.5, and we were doing centimeters. Next up, it says the surface area of a sphere is 30 pi. What is the radius? Surface area equals 4 pi r squared. They told me the surface area, which is 30 pi. So I'm going to divide both sides by 4 pi. I'm going to win again because the pi's are just going to cancel, so that's not a big deal. 30 divided by 4 is 7.5. And then my last step is to square root. Oops, that is not right. So about 2.74. And that's meters. That is your radius. Last one, I'm putting two shapes together. So we have a cylinder and we have half of a sphere. So I'm going to do the cylinder formula, which look at your card and you get 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi rh. That's the cylinder. And then you have a sphere, which is just 4 pi r squared. Remember, we have to take out the places where they overlap. So they overlap at the top of a cylinder. And here's what's going to hurt your head a little bit. When you are thinking of a sphere, you think about the whole ball, like a basketball. And when you paint the outside. If you cut the basketball in half, you don't paint that circle where you kind of opened the ball up. So there's only one thing to subtract here, and it is the top of the cylinder. So I'm going to take out a pi r squared. This is the overlap. So 2 pi, and then the r is 6, plus 2 pi, 6, 4, 4 pi, and then 6. And then we're going to minus this overlap, which is 6 squared. Excuse me. So 2 pi times 6 squared, plus 2 pi times 6 times 4, plus 4 pi 6 squared, and we're going to minus 1 circle. 716.28 centimeters squared for surface area. Surface area of a sphere, probably your easiest formula. What you do need to watch when you are doing composite figures, again, is just where do they overlap. You got to think about what's too much being painted.